Hi, this is Jeff with the Halcyon Masters and Impact Gaming. We want to welcome you to the Heroic Ties series, where we take a closer look at the story and lore behind the Vainglory heroes. This video is about the relationship between a talented pilot and the heir to one of the region's wealthiest families. And we're talking about Skye and Baron. We first find Skye working in her father's hangars, stripping down an old decommissioned mech.
This suit needs seatbelts.
While making the mech lighter, she adds some heavy firepower, including 2 autocannons and some missile pods. Skye's dad walks in and warns Skye that her mother is looking for her. Skye's mother barges into the hangar with an entourage of makeup artists, dressmakers, and other stylists. Because today is no ordinary day, as the evening is the ceremony where the eligible men and women from the region's prominent houses will be arranged for marriage. Skye's mother has hopes that her daughter will be selected by the matriarch of Silverhouse to marry her son Baron.
Still handsome.
Silverhouse controls all of the crystal mines because it was on their land generations ago that crystals were first discovered. Ever since that time, the other powerful families, including Tiger and Silkhouse, have been fighting over control of its significant wealth. For this reason, Skye knows that politics, to avoid war, will match Baron with a bride from Tiger or Silkhouse over the general's daughter. Later that night, Skye walks into the hall where the choosing ceremony will take place. Like a middle school dance, the single men are huddled in one corner as the girls try to play nice with each other, huddled near a table that has each of their names inscribed on a silver tile. Skye, assessing her competition, spots Nari, the first daughter of Tiger House, and makes aim with her with a make-believe target.
Target locked.
Believe it or not, Nari's even walking around with a drugged tiger on a leash. Ha! Just wait a few hours until that sedative wears off. After some pestering by her mother, Skye excuses herself to the balcony for some air. While outside, Baron walks up behind her and they reflect on their childhood together. They then move on to the topic of the crystal mines and the ongoing war. Baron expresses a wish that the crystal mines would just disappear, so there'd be no need for war or a ridiculous choosing ceremony. It would let them be free, live the way they want, and marry the person they want, possibly hinting at his desire to marry Skye. At the end of the conversation, Baron shows Skye's tile in his hand and says sometimes they must choose for themselves, and he chooses her to be his general. Back in the Great Hall, an announcement is made. The Silver family is honored to choose Nari Tiger. Skye, shocked by the announcement, realizes that Baron took her tile off the table not with the intention of marrying her, but so that no one else could either. This would make her single and free to be the general of his army when the time came. Skye runs out of the party with Baron's words running through her head. I wish the mines were gone. We would have no need for mechs, no need for tanks, no need for the filthy minions, nor this ridiculous choosing ceremony. The choice would be ours. Skye jumps into her mech and takes off for the crystal mine. She unleashes the full might of her missiles and uses the large autocannons to chew the crystals to bits. Back at the party, Baron's mom is visibly upset because someone started the fireworks early. Skye's dad, the general, informs Baron and his parents it's not fireworks, but the destruction of the crystal mines. Realizing that the only person with the firepower to destroy the mines is Skye, Baron runs down to the hangar and powers up his exoskeleton in pursuit. Using his jump jets, he flies over the orange groves and radios, Sierra, Kilo, Yankee, Echo, do you copy?
Let's do something gutsy.
Be gutsy on your own time, pilot.
Baron gives Skye the count of 3 to exit her mech. After the count of 1, Baron fires a mortar directly at Skye, which obliterates the ground. With only a hole where Skye once stood, Baron cries out that all he wanted was her. And through the radio, Skye responds with, well then you should have chosen me, and fires directly at him. The two engage in an all-out battle, each pushing their machine to the fullest. Bullets rip into Baron's mechs, and rockets fry Skye's stabilizer. In a desperate move, Baron overrides the safeties and calls for an ion blast from orbit. Right before impact, he hears Skye say, I'll fix it. And he rockets into the path of the ion blast, wrapping Skye and her mech into the arms of the exoskeleton, and they fly off the side of the cliff. With both mechs damaged, they barely sputter away. But together, they make their way to their Halcyon Fold, as there may be the possibility to recharge the crystals and fix the damage both of them have caused. The story ends with Skye pressing her tile into Baron's hands. Thank you for watching this episode of Heroic Ties. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to press that subscribe button as well. Until next time, we'll see you on the Halcyon Fold.